Alphonse Ondoa Aqua has been sacked as the General Manager of Cameroon Water Utilities Corporation, CamWater, and replaced by Jeve Bolinga during an extraordinary board meeting that took place today. In this edition of the news, we tell you how several persons have been hospitalized here in Douala, in Bonaberi to be precise, following a road accident which occurred in Bekoko Mungo Division. A 70-seater bus belonging to the Trésor Travel Agency suffered tire puncture. We shall be giving you images of that accident. This and more will be yours. Good evening, I am HANSON Chanji. This is the 6 p.m. primetime newscast you're watching on Equinox television. We are broadcasting live from Douala, Cameroon. Equinox Central News Desk. I told in the top stories, CamWater now gets 2 general managers in less than 2 years. Jeve Bolinga was this afternoon appointed following an extraordinary meeting of board of directors that took place in the economic capital Douala and chaired by Basila Tanganakuna, Minister of Mines, of Energy, Water and Energy. Mimimefo in this report says the former General Manager Alphonse Ondoa Aqua 1 year back was hailed as a messiah for CamWater.
February 8, 2016. A man was described as a game changer at the Cameroon Water Utilities Corporation took over the command baton, and 21 months after, Alphonse Roger Aqua was shown the door and replaced by Jeve Bolinga. Alphonse Roger Aqua was Friday, November 10th, fired for managerial lapses, a similar crime his predecessor, Jean-William Solo, who was at the helm of CamWater for 4 years, was accused of. Jeve Bolinga is therefore taking over CamWater with an unstable leadership plagued with countless setbacks. The provision of quality and potable water is a major challenge CamWater has failed to tackle over the years. The town of Yaoundé, for instance, with over 3 million inhabitants, needs a daily supply of at least 300,000 cubic meters of pipe-borne water, but barely 35% of this quantity is supplied. Douala is suffering a similar fate with a limited water supply. The situation in other major cities and villages is more preoccupying, as over 50% of the country's total population do not have access to potable water. The current state of affairs at the water supply company is likely to be a huge blow to Cameroon, which is preparing to host the 2019 AFCON Games. Jeve Bolinga hails from Yokadoma East region of Cameroon. The civil administrator, who had worked at the presidency of the Republic, is a graduate from the Advanced School of Administration and Magistracy, ENAM.
Thanks for that report. Now, close to a dozen persons have sustained injuries following a road accident which occurred in the Bekoko neighborhood in Mungo Division, west entrance into the economic capital Douala. A 70-seater bus from the Trésor Travel Agency suffered tire puncture and had to end its course in the valley. Details in the following report. It was a spectacular accident around Bekoko neighborhood in Mungo Division, west entrance into Douala. Eyewitness accounts say a 70-seater bus belonging to Trésor Travel Agency suffered tire puncture. They heard a loud noise and only realized the bus had ended its course in the valley. The bus belonging to Trésor Voyage was heading to the west region from Douala Friday afternoon. The bus failed with tires facing the sky, but no one died. Witnesses say the driver sustained injuries around his waist, while a woman had injuries on her head. Others were just left in shock and consternation. The flyover around Bekoko is now a shadow of itself with dilapidated roads, which witnesses say was the main cause of the accident. 2 trucks transported them to the Bonansama District Hospital in Bonaberi, Douala 4. A spectacular show was witnessed at the government bilingual high school in the Panda, where 21 students went into trance following the thunderstorm that hit the economic capital Douala. That was today at the Presbyterian Health Center in Bepanda. Medics say the students are gradually recovering. Smart Jikan Gabriel.
It was an unusual atmosphere that reigned at the government high school in Bepanda. Parents, after being alerted by Equinox radio, took the school on rampage. This was because a thunderstorm left several students in a trance.
Early in the morning, we received a mass of about 30 students from Lycée de Bepanda. And actually what happened was mass panic because the rain and the thunder, and it has caused maybe some fire in some places in the lycée. That's from where children started panic.
At the Presbyterian Health Complex in Bepanda, where the students were admitted in several wards, at the time of the arrival of Equinox television team, while other students have recovered, some are still in pains. The chief medical officer at the Presbyterian Health Center attempts a medical reading to the incident.
We discovered that many of them were developing anaphylactic shock, and secondly, many of them too were asthmatic, was having asthmatic crisis or attacks. But thank God we have all the necessary equipment to handle this type of situation. All of them are fine now.
The 21 students, we are told, will be observed for at least 24 hours before being discharged. The principal of Government High School Bepanda, by the time Equinox arrived, the school campus was receiving officials of the Littoral Regional Delegation for Secondary Education who were informed about the incident.
Not the first time it is happening in that school institution. Thanks for that report. Now, 4 alleged bandits who have been terrorizing the localities of Lokbesu, Bonamusadi, as well as Lokpom, have been arrested and presented to the public by elements of the judicial police in Bonanjoya and Douala. The 4 in question are aided in their activities with the use of a pistol, machetes, and a pincer. The gang is specialized in breaking into houses. 2 of the gang members are still on the run. Now, poor routine infrastructures and the absence of other social amenities were some of the basket of problems that were presented to the new the divisional officer for Mbangaitis in the Mungo division. That was during his Meet the People's tour. Our reporter Catherine Kone tells us more.
Roads in Banga, Mungo division are in advanced state of dilapidation and bikes difficult. Potholes are gradually being transferred to gutters. Vehicle owners complained of making movements of vehicles frequent visits to the garage due to the situation. The dilapidated state of electric poles, which are on the verge of falling, endangering the lives of locals. Lack of potable water, which to the inhabitants is the major difficulty they face. Taps have been running dry and they are left with no choice than to drink untreated stream water. According to this inhabitant, each day electric poles must fall, and as such, constant power failure. He went on to say they have been for close to 2 years without potable water.
Quand tu veux demander un titre foncier, il y a la nourriture du cadastre, il y a la nourriture du sous-préfet, il y a la nourriture de X ou de Y.
Social amenities are not only the problems faced by the population. The locals also complain they are forced to give bribes to some microfinance workers to facilitate the acquisition of loans from financial houses. These problems were tabled before the new divisional officer, Galem Irene, during his contact tour to his locality. The inhabitants are hoping that their worries will be sent to authorities in charge for appropriate measures.
Now, the Mbuda Central Prison is a shadow of itself since the construction during the colonial era. Nothing has been done to renovate the prison. Prisoners are crying for help, and some are saying they need to be liberated or acquitted before they get something worse in that locality. Our reporter, Innocent Aze, caught up with some of the key actors at the Mbuda Central Prison and now compiled the following story.
Created before the independence of Cameroon, the Bambotos Colonial Prison, rebaptized as the Mbuda Principal Prison, is yet to witness its structures modernized. The poor detention facility jeopardizes the living condition of prisoners. Previewed to contain only 200 prisoners, the number of detainees increases on daily basis, hampering management as only 42 caretakers are present to control the over 400 prisoners. The 63-year-old detention facility is dilapidating over time, but very little effort put in to give it a firm, new and comfortable look. The women's section, offices, church and mosque and others are deplorable. Authorities believe the Mbuda Principal Prison needs complete reconstruction. Toilets are being given better look, as well as improvements in the quantity and quality of foods prepared for the incarcerated, though much is still to be done. As it is in other detention centers in Cameroon, detainees in the Mbuda Principal Prison live under precarious and disgusting conditions, causing them suffer from diverse health complications, including HIV/AIDS. 14 persons are currently infected with the killer disease. While awaiting for government action to construct a new detention center, the 42 caretakers continue braving the deplorable state of the Mbuda Principal Prison to effectuate their tasks. Prisoners on their part remain optimistic to immediately be liberated from the disgusting facility.
Innocent Azan, you tell us that though quality still has a place in Cameroon, purchase and consumption of low-quality products or goods are still seen in the country. Experts say it is due to the slow implementation of the norms to control the quality of products produced in Cameroon and even those imported. Innocent?
Though Cameroon joins other nations worldwide to celebrate World Quality Day, designated to increase global awareness of the important contribution that quality makes towards the socio-economic well-being of persons in the society, Cameroon still needs effective implementation of its limited norms to ensure quality products are produced, imported and sold to consumers.
The main problem we have is that we need to put her to look for means who can help us through labs to test the product and make sure that the products correspond to the norms described in our code. We call it code, sort of Bible of norms to follow to satisfy consumers.
Circulation, purchase and consumption of low-quality products which have negative impacts is field responsibility of citizens and government.
The government should protect the consumer by forbidding import of goods which are not good quality. Secondly, even the consumer should make sure that he don't look only the price. He should look first quality before thinking about price. But most of the time, consumers just think about the price. So if you think about the price, you will see on the market the less price is not surely good quality.
In terms of affording construction materials, Cameroonians often go in for cheap ones, reason why several disasters have been occurring, like collapse of buildings, among others, something which rather leads to more expenditure.
When you look for less quality, at the end you pay more because you pay many times the same equipment you need.
For these catastrophes to be avoided, government needs to ensure the existence of quality be effective and fast.
It's a problem of speed. Do we need to go fastly to improve the situation, or we want just to go slowly and then maybe on the way people will be killed because they use bad quality? So we have to look together means we can put in place to make sure that we improve quickly our quality.
When government, according to experts, decides to encourage the production and importation of high-quality goods into the country, other nations will adhere to its policy to serve its products of high quality. As a result, consumers will be protected, reputation of Cameroon enhanced, as well as profitability and development.
And just to note that another gendarme officer has been killed in Manfe and a soldier around the EQUINOXE, all in the Manu division in the southwest region of the country, following the death of two gendarmes in the northwest regional capital, Bamenda, and equally one in Jakiri, making up to 5 now military men or men in uniform who have been gunned down by unknown men. The Minister for Defense, that's the Secretary, Minister for Defense, Joseph Betty Asomo, had sent a communique saying that the gendarmes who were killed in the northwest region of the country will be honored during the burial and equally condemned. That is the Minister for Communication, the killings of gendarmes in the northwest region of the country. The government is yet to react on the incident in Manu Division, Southwest Region. We've come to the end of this edition of the 6 p.m. primetime newscast on Equinox Television. Thanks for watching. Have a nice weekend.